It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Washington State Cougars offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays. Always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. He's right on target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Rodgers. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys...
Looking for the end zone. And that one's going to be batted away, incomplete, and we have played one. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the single back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get up. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Using his legs to buy some time. He finds his man. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dances away from the heat. Lets it fly. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. At the 45 on his way. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
He rifles one deep to the left. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup